In Coyote Pass, I want to set him free. So, how are you going to do that? I go and apologize. It started with a moment that blew a hole straight through the Brown family's carefully maintained silence. It wasn't filmed. It wasn't planned. Kody didn't expect it to leak, but leak it did, and when it did, Robyn panicked in a way she could barely conceal. Picture this, Kody sits down with the producers during a routine check. No cameras rolling yet, just the soft hum of lighting adjustments and tech chatter. That awkward lull before filming begins. Out of nowhere, he mutters something that even the crew wasn't prepared for. I owe Christine and Janelle an apology. A real one. Come and say, I apologize. He didn't know the mic was already hot. He didn't know a sound tech was leaning in. He didn't know that this line would ignite the rest of the season. The crew froze. One of them even stopped mid-sip of coffee. For years, Kody had been the master of defensive spirals, expert at blaming everyone else for his own mistakes. Hearing him admit fault, even quietly, felt like seeing a mirage in the desert and real, but undeniable. And then it got messy. Before producers could decide what to do, someone else got wind of it. Someone determined to keep that apology buried. Robyn, she wasn't in the room, but she might as well have been. Within an hour, she cornered Kody, not yelling, not crying, just a low, sharp whisper meant for terrified ears. Do not say that again. But Kody is the type who does the opposite when told not to. He started pacing, telling himself he was finally being honest, finally the bigger person. Though mostly he was just rattled by letting something slip. Robyn, meanwhile, was spiraling. That apology wasn't a simple admission, it was a crack in the story she had spent years building. That she was the last loyal wife standing, that everyone else had failed. If Kody admitted he had wronged Christine and Janelle, it threatened her carefully curated narrative. Then came the real shock. Kody didn't want a private apology. He wanted it on camera. The moment he said it, something inside Robyn snapped. Hours of pacing ended and Kody pulled out his phone, scrolling through notes. Announcing he wanted to apologize to Christine and Janelle right now, filmed, raw, unrehearsed. The room was silent except for the faint clatter of lights adjusting. Robyn froze, her eyes wide. You want to what? She asked. I want to apologize, he said again, louder this time, convincing himself as much as her. For everything, for how I handled them, for not seeing things clearly. I think it's time. Robyn shook her head slowly, almost scolding. Kody, you can't do that. Not like this. It wasn't that she opposed an apology. She wanted control over it. One wrong word and her version of the family story would unravel. You're letting guilt cloud your judgment, she warned. If you admit everything on camera, they'll twist it. They'll make you the villain and me by extension. Kody, fired up for the first time in ages, started speaking without filter about growth, responsibility, and accountability. Robyn tried to pull him aside, but he brushed her off, speaking to the producers mid-confession. I wasn't fair to them. I made mistakes. I pushed them away. I should have listened. A producer quietly asked, if you're apologizing, what exactly are you apologizing for? That's when Robyn panicked fully, stepping between Kody and the producer. This isn't happening right now. He's not ready. We're not doing this, Kody snapped. I need to say this. The tension thickened. Robyn realized that this apology wasn't just about Kody admitting fault. It was a direct threat to the control she had spent years maintaining. She tried a different tactic, framing herself as protective. People will use your words against you. You think you're clearing the air, but you're giving them more to attack us with. Kody saw through it. Guilt she couldn't control was speaking now, and that terrified her. He stopped mid-sentence, really looked at her. And the dawning realization hit him. Robyn wasn't trying to help him. She was trying to protect the story she needed the world to believe. That realization landed harder than anything else. The room was silent. Kody wasn't charging forward, but he wasn't backing down. Robyn pleaded, this isn't the right time. What's the right time then? He asked. The simple question revealed the core issue with Robyn. A right time never comes. Everything had to go through her first, the angle, the words, the emotional tone. A producer stepped in, offering a private sit-down. Kody wasn't listening. He walked past, needing space, pausing only to stare at himself in the mirror. Thinking about all the mistakes, all the moments he'd ignored. All the times he should have apologized. I should have apologized a long time ago, he whispered. Robyn hovered, pretending to wait for direction, but everyone knew she was waiting on him. He didn't ignore her. He was deciding. She stepped forward, soft, concerned, trying to pull him back into her orbit. You're overwhelmed. Don't let them push you into something emotional. It's not emotional. He replied. It's overdue. That answer shocked her. She tried to redirect, to frame it as protection, but Kody wasn't swayed. He stood his ground, arms crossed, voice firm. I'm tired of pretending I didn't blow things up. I'm tired of acting like I was the only one who saw things clearly. Robyn's voice hardened. So you're going to say you were the villain? No, he said. I want to say I was wrong. Her eyes widened. He continued, unwavering, Christine and Janelle deserve to hear it. Not for them to have a win, but because they deserve respect, Robyn faltered. You don't owe them anything more, she whispered. It's not about access, he said. It's about respect, she tried again. You've spent years breaking yourself to please everyone. Don't go back to that, you're seeing this wrong, he answered. I know they hurt me, but I hurt them too. The producer, watching quietly, could feel the shift. Robyn tried to sway him, her soft reassurances failing. Kody was no longer acting through her lens. He was acting from his own moral clarity. I can't let fear dictate this anymore, he told her. The shift was subtle but absolute. Kody walked toward the set, calm but determined. Robyn stayed back, realizing that for the first time, she wasn't controlling him. The crew noticed it immediately. Kody sat in the interview chair, ready before any direction. A producer asked if he wanted a moment. I'm good. Let's start, he said. Robyn gave a practiced smile, but he didn't look to her. The first question about the past year prompted him to speak candidly. I made mistakes with Christine and Janelle, big ones. I was defensive, angry, thinking keeping control meant keeping the family together. I see now I pushed them away while trying to hold on. I owe both of them an apology. Not because they're perfect, not because everything was my fault, but because I didn't show up the way I should have and it caused real damage. I'm sorry. Simple, honest, not rehearsed. The room was still. No one moved. Kody leaned back, exhaling for the first time in years, lighter than he had felt in a long time. Robyn approached, tight smile, you did good, he nodded, not seeking her approval. We should send it to them first, he said. Before the network uses it, Robyn's face tightened. Why, even if they don't, it needed to be said, he replied. The producer promised a respectful review. Kody grabbed a drink, reflecting, while Robyn observed, realizing the shift in control. Kody had acted independently and she knew she had to recalibrate. Later, he sat at the kitchen table, phone in hand, ready to reach out to Christine and Janelle personally. Robyn lingered silently behind him, realizing this was no longer a moment she could influence directly. Kody's autonomy, clarity, and accountability were forces she could not contain. He stepped outside, the cool air brushing his face, feeling entirely himself for the first time in years. No cameras, no script, no performance, just the truth and the decision to act on it. Robyn watched from the window, quietly strategizing, knowing her control was challenged but unable to stop what he had chosen. Kody's steps, deliberate and unhesitant, marked the start of a new chapter, one where honesty, accountability, and action replaced fear and scripted compliance. And in that quiet, charged evening, the family dynamics shifted forever. Kody Brown wanted to set things right. He wanted to take responsibility. But how exactly do you do that after years of silence, avoidance, and carefully curated narratives? The moment that changed everything wasn't filmed, wasn't planned, and certainly wasn't something Kody expected to leak, but leak it did. And when it did, it sent Robyn into a panic she could barely hide. Picture this, Kody is sitting with the producers for a routine check, no cameras rolling yet. Just lighting adjustments, tech chatter, and the awkward lull before filming. Then, almost casually, he mutters something that stops everyone cold. I owe Christine and Janelle an apology, a real one. I need to tell them I'm sorry. The words hang in the air. He doesn't realize the mic is hot. The sound tech, leaning in, catches every syllable, and in that moment, the room freezes. Kody, for years the king of defensiveness, the master of blame shifting, has admitted fault quietly. Under his breath, it's almost like spotting a mirage in the desert. Before the producers could even process the moment, someone else heard. Someone who couldn't let this slip, Robyn, though she wasn't physically in the room. She might as well have been. Within the hour, she corners Kody, no shouting, no tears. No dramatics, just a low, sharp whisper, do not say that again. And Kody, the moment someone tells him not to do something, he wants to do it even more. He starts pacing, trying to convince himself that finally, he is being honest. Robyn, meanwhile, is spiraling. That apology threatens everything she has built, the story where she is the last loyal wife standing, everyone else the problem. If Kody actually apologizes, acknowledges his mistakes, then everything shifts. And Robyn can't let that happen, but Kody doesn't stop. He decides the apology shouldn't just be whispered or private. It should be on camera, and when he says that aloud, the tension snaps. Robyn freezes, eyes wide. You want to what? She asks calmly. Though every fiber of her being is alert, I want to apologize. For everything, Kody says. Louder this time. He is trying to convince himself as much as her, for how I handled them, for not seeing things clearly. It's time. Robyn's face tightens. This isn't just an apology. It's a threat to her carefully crafted narrative. She steps closer, voice low. warning and coaxing all at once. You're letting guilt cloud your judgment. If you admit everything on camera, they'll twist it. They'll make you the villain, they'll make me the villain too. Kody shakes his head. For the first time in years, he feels a moral high ground he hasn't experienced before. He talks about responsibility, about growth, about finally being honest without filtering for anyone else. I wasn't fair to them, I made mistakes, I pushed them away, I should have listened. And Robyn, desperate, steps between him and the producer. This isn't happening right now, he's not ready. We're not doing this, but Kody doesn't back down. He's realizing something he's never admitted out loud. Robyn isn't protecting him. She's protecting the story she has relied on for years, and that story is crumbling. One word at a time. He stops mid-sentence and looks at her. For the first time, it's clear on his face he sees her motives. He sees that this apology is bigger than him, it's bigger than her. And he knows that to truly be accountable, he can't let anyone control it. The silence that follows is thick, electric. The crew, experienced intense family dynamics, remains frozen. Kody is neither backing down nor charging forward. He's in that strange, rare space where realization meets resolve. Robyn tries again, soft and measured. Kody, listen to me, this isn't the right time. What's the right time then? Kody asks simply, and the question hangs heavier than anything before. The truth is simple with Robyn, the right time never comes. Every action must go through her first, the angle, the words, the emotional tone, and Kody, for the first time, refuses to let her dictate this. He looks at the producer with a quiet determination. I need to do this, I need to apologize, properly, and I want it to be honest. Robyn forces a smile, but it doesn't reach her eyes. She's losing control, and Kody knows it. Kody steps back toward the set, each movement deliberate, his posture calm but resolute. The crew notices it immediately. He isn't pacing nervously, he isn't scanning for approval. He's centered, grounded, ready to speak his truth. Robyn lingers in the corner, arms folded, pretending to observe casually, but every inch of her body is alert. She had told him she supported his decision, but she didn't, not really, and now, watching him, she senses a shift she hasn't seen in years. He sits in the interview chair without waiting for direction. A producer leans in, asking if he wants a moment to prepare. I'm good, let's start, Kody says. Robyn steps closer, giving him a practiced smile. Warm but strained, she asks cautiously, are you sure you're up for this? He nods. I meant what I said, I'm doing it. That small defiance, the choice to focus on his own clarity rather than her emotional cue, hits her harder than anything she's faced today. She shifts subtly, trying to influence him without overt control, but he doesn't engage. He turns back to the producer, and for the first time in a long time, he's not performing for anyone but him. The prompt comes from the producer. Reflect on the past year. Talk naturally. Kody takes a breath. I made mistakes with Christine and Janelle, big ones. I was defensive. I was angry. I thought keeping control meant keeping the family together. I see now that I pushed people away while trying to hold on to them. I owe both of them an apology, not because they're perfect, not because everything was my fault, but because I didn't show up the way I should have, and it caused real damage. Robyn's expression tightens, subtle, almost imperceptible, but the camera catches it. Kody continues, Christine deserved a better version of me than the man I became at the end. Janelle, I didn't treat her with the respect she earned over decades. I'm sorry. It's not rehearsed, it's not dramatic, it's simple. The silence that follows is profound. No cuts, no edits. The crew lets it breathe. The weight of years of avoidance, denial, and carefully constructed narratives hangs in the room. Robyn's face hardens slightly, but she doesn't intervene. She knows the moment is slipping from her control. After the segment wraps, Kody steps away, rubbing his eyes. Exhausted but lighter than he has felt in years, Robyn approaches with a tight smile. Great job. Honey, you looked confident. He nods. Unfazed, thanks. She lingers, hoping he'll seek her guidance or validation, but he doesn't. He's already thinking beyond the set. I'm going to reach out tonight, see if they'll meet. He says. Robyn freezes. Tonight, she murmurs, keeping her voice calm. Maybe wait a day. Let the emotions settle. No, Kody replies, steady. I feel clear right now. I want to hold on to that. Her fingers tighten on her phone. This wasn't supposed to happen. Kody, acting independently, is breaking the narrative she's maintained for years. If he reconnects with Christine and Janelle, even briefly, the dynamics she's relied on for control could crumble. She tries one last soft appeal. I just don't want you to get blindsided. I won't, he says. Confident, I know what I want to say. Kody moves toward the door, ready to act. Robyn watches. Calculating, silent, she can't overtly stop him without revealing her hand. She knows her influence is waning. The apology is done. Now it's about what comes next. Kody steps outside. The cool evening air brushes against his face. For the first time in years, He feels entirely himself. No cameras, no script, no performance, just truth. Robyn watches from the window, quiet, her mind racing. She can't interfere now. She knows Kody's autonomy, his choice to take responsibility, are forces she cannot contain. Each step he takes toward his car is deliberate, a statement of independence. He is leaving behind fear, hesitation, and old grudges. Robyn steps back from the window. Her face neutral, almost serene, but inside, her strategy is already turning. She knows this is just one chapter, the battle over narrative, influence, and control is far from over. Kody moves forward, unshaken, ready to face Christine and Janelle on his own terms, and tonight. Nothing, not past mistakes, not lingering expectations. Not even Robyn's careful manipulations can hold him back.